All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezers Show. I'm your host, Murph, and as always, we're throwing the rock news at you, whatever happens the previous week. And of course, it's no disappointment this week, man. These nut job rock stars. What a bunch of wackos, man. We got news. We got news about Jim Morrison, of all people, is in the news here. Got possibly some music news from Alex Van Halen. Tool's in deep. I don't think a Joe Jitsu hold's gonna get him out of this one. We got some disturbing news from Disturbed, if you will. Yeah, Journey. They're reaching into the depths of hell. We'll get into that. And some more news about the Black Sabbath reunion, the final reunion tour and or concert, and that creep from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, he's in the news in a bad way. And one of our favorite soap opera characters, Wes Scantlin. We thought you'll see, and Kid Rock. Jeez, Kid Schlock in the news. But yeah, I'm host Murph. Can't do it by myself though. Got to have help from my buddy, my co-host, the legend, the Oracle, the magnificent one from Aurora, Illinois. That would be Doc
That's all
Fox.
you
What's going
got?
on,
Yeah,
Doc? Is that all I got? Damn it!
Nah, that's
Ugh.
fine. Yeah, whatever. I'll
I
take it.
swear.
Yeah. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. If you're watching it on Monday, we're doing it on. Bit of a chilly St. Patty's Day, but yeah, it happens sometimes. Whatever. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by. And you picked a good week, man. We got a rock solid show this week, man. We got a lot of good ones. We couldn't even get it
Oh,
all in, man.
oh yeah, yeah.
Even if we wanted to, man. There's just so much, but. Yeah, please give us a like. I know a lot of you probably watched it on TV. It's a little more difficult to do, but if you like click up a couple and you get the description, then you go over to the right and you hit the thumb and take you a
Boom.
couple seconds like it on there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, starting off, talking about Jim Morrison of all people. But I gotta say, Murph, before
There
we
he
get
is right
going,
there. Oh,
we almost had a different lead story.
yeah,
And
yeah.
this is where we got to sort through all the bullshit of the internet and
Got to
everything.
dig
I
deep,
saw it on
man.
a couple different sites. Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin's got a new album coming out. They're working on new music. Well, that's the
Wow.
freaking lead story right there. That's we're
Sure
all
it
over
is.
it, man.
You
And
know,
you read the article and it's just on the beginning. There's not a whole lot. And then they say, oh, but it's coming out this year. And you kind of like, well, if they're not even starting and they say it's going to come out 2025, you kind of cast a shadow of doubt. But yeah, basically it's bullshit. Yeah, there's no Led
ah,
Zeppelin music coming out right now. But I
unbelievable.
mean, we got to go through all that. I mean, it's obvious you see that
Oh,
headline, and that's all right. There's
yeah.
our lead story.
Geez,
But
unbelievable.
no,
But no. See, yeah, and
yeah,
that would be groundbreaking. Although I would at this point say, don't put out another piece of music. You've got masterpieces like 1 through 4 or 5 are masterpieces,
right.
Led Zeppelin. So just leave it at that. But yeah, it's so hard to discern. Some people are pretty good at bullshitting on Facebook and online, basically altogether, and it's hard to figure it out. I usually go to the see who made the statement. What website? Because
Right,
if they got some goofy ass freaking name, you just
right.
gotta say, well, that
Yeah, but
could be.
sometimes that's where the good nuggets are found, though, too. So you got to kind of weed through them a bit. But yeah,
And
yeah.
some of it's like
Unfortunately, no
some of it's
news
copy
Zeppelin.
and paste. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
sometimes it's copy and paste. It's the
oh yeah.
crappy BC level sites that just copy and paste each other. So it looks like, oh, multiple sites are going for it. Yeah, it must be. Then you look at the sites, it's like, well, wait a minute.
It's the
There's
exact
no
same article.
metal
Yeah,
zone. There's no blabbermouth. There's no
right.
serious UCR. There's none of them people out there verifying. So that's when my spidey senses, which are pretty old and tired, but they fire right up right there. But yeah, here we
As we hone our journalism
hone,
skills.
honing indeed,
Yes.
hone away. But nonetheless, the
But here's
story
a good
comes.
lead
Yeah,
story nonetheless.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Morrison, there he is. There he is. Computer generated old right there. But yeah, apparently there is a documentary that claims Jim Morrison is alive and living in, of all places, Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, why not?
Well, July 3rd in 1971, they found his ass dead in a bathtub in Paris, Gay Paris. Back then, it was Gay Paris. Yeah, he didn't perform an autopsy and no official cause of death. No, the official cause of death was heart failure due to a drug overdose, more likely. But sure enough, a new documentary on Apple TV Plus, however, is challenging the story and instead suggests that Morrison may have faked his death. Wow, titled Before the End, Searching for Jim Morrison. It's a 3-part series that offers a new theory that Morrison is alive and living in Syracuse, New York. Of all the places, why not? I mean, it's beautiful. No, you wouldn't want to go to Tahiti or something, the
Yeah, go to Syracuse. Yeah, this is,
when you want to, yeah, because he wants it not to be seen. So yeah,
right.
yeah, don't go to Tahiti. No, no.
A medium-sized town. They got enough stuff around. I'm sure.
But
Winters are probably a little tough, but yeah,
yeah,
whatever.
it suggests that Morrison met a man named Frank in Syracuse and took over his identity.
There's a maintenance man named Frank X. Yeah.
Frank X
So,
and Finn.
and it's him. And the evidence, because he has a scar where Jim Morrison had a mole. Ooh.
Well, wow. Finn, a self-described super fan of Morrison and the Doors, said he spent 39 years of his wretched life researching the legendary rocker. And like you said, yeah, he points to a scar on Frank's nose that is in the same place as a mole Morrison had. He also claims that he showed 2 of Morrison's ex-girlfriends a picture of Frank, and they allegedly burst into tears because of the resemblance. You're so full of crap, pal. So, wow. What do you do? What do you do about that, Doc? I think it's really whatever.
Sounds like Frank could get laid, man. Posing as Jim Morrison, man. He might be leaving some
Hey, I wonder if he's still the Lizard
leaving
King.
some
Yeah,
action on the table there. Yeah,
Frank and his lizard. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, and a media studies professor. Well, when you say professor, I question it right away. But what he
Yeah, right.
says is, I've seen 10 people in the last 2 days that look pretty much like Frank X, and therefore, I guess what Morrison would look like as an old guy. But boy, what a stretch, what a waste of this guy's life. 39 years.
They see
Yep.
him at the Piggly Wiggly. You always see Elvis at the Piggly Wiggly. You ever notice that? I
Well,
always see him.
that would
I
make
seen Elvis
sense.
getting produce at the Piggly Wiggly.
That would make
Yeah,
sense. Yeah. Hot damn, these guacamole. I got to make some guacamole. No, wait. He would have a. I saw the other day online where he would take a full loaf of bread, not cut, and carve out the center and put a full jar of peanut butter, a full jar of jelly, and a pound of cooked bacon into it, and then they'd eat that. Like, yeah, that's healthy as
that's
heck.
why he's the king, man.
That
You
you bet.
he's got to eat like the king.
Wow, that's fabulous.
That's
That's
certainly a meal
magnificent.
fit for a king.
That's a magnificent meal right there. Wow, 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 wow. But yeah, so I don't, obviously I don't believe this worth a damn. Guy's out of his mind. 39 years, probably almost living on the streets or in
Right.
a van down
Yeah,
by
he's
the
trying to have
river.
something for a show for his work, I suppose. But
Wow.
it's always fun to think about. That's kind of the plot to Eddie and the Cruisers, right? Wasn't that the deal? And then later he was supposed to be really alive, but
Ah,
yeah, I don't know.
on
Like I
the
said, kind of
dark
fun to think about
side.
it.
Oh yeah.
But
Wasn't that
yeah,
one of the
wonder what he's been
songs?
doing all these years, man. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with John Cafferty and the Beaver
John
Brown Band. Yeah,
Caver, the Beaver Brown Band, trying to sound like Bruce Springsteen. I was so annoyed by
yeah.
that.
Oh, so
It's
much like
like, how
Springsteen, dude.
dare you, really? Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
God, that
there's
was
a
so.
little nugget of a trivia. Springsteen was offered that role.
Was
And of
they
course, turned
really?
it down. Yeah, he's not an actor. He's not gonna. Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The boss. Yeah, he would. Yeah, on screen he would probably turn out to be an underling instead of the boss, and he wouldn't go for that. But anyway, going for what? We're going for boom. Van Halen. Wait a while. Time out. Wait a while. What? Well, apparently Alex Van Halen. uh, he hasn't quite stopped his musical endeavors, if you will. And he recruited Toto's guitarist Steve Lukather as sort of like a producer type of thing to help him get through this all the music that's been left over. And of course, the internet takes off. Oh, Steve Lukather is going to be playing in Eddie Van Halen's place for the new Van Halen music, and geez. So Lukather had to speak up, and he says, ever since Alex Van Halen dropped some quotes saying we are going to work together, I think there is a huge misunderstanding. Lukather writes, I will not ever play a guitar note on a Van Halen song ever! Exclamation point, he says. So, of course, here we go. The online gossip recently spread like wildfire after after Dutch newspaper De Telegraaf says Alex Van Halen personally recruited Lukather to help complete unreleased Van Halen material. Ed and Steve Lukather were real good friends, and they often work together. There is no one who can do this process with me as well as he can. The newspaper quoted Alex as saying. So, it's secondhand material. It's not coming from Alex himself, so who knows? But like I say, look, he doesn't, he, he just got to get through the BS of going through all the music and trying to make some sense out of it, I guess. Who knows? I wouldn't mind if if the song needs a guitar part or something, jump in, man. Because even the last song we heard that him and Eddie did together, we played. That was very cool, very touching, but really, really cool. And if Luther wants to get in there and put in some licks, yeah, I wouldn't complain. What do you think about
Yeah, I
that,
don't
man?
think that's the idea. Yeah, of course, you get the sensational headline where it's Lukather is going to be in the new Van Halen, and no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
of
what's going
course.
on at all. That's not what's going on at all. So, as you know, Eddie had tons of stuff left over, unfinished stuff, riffs, parts of songs, or whatever. I don't know what it was all there, but I can imagine that's that kind of stuff. And so now, and the Steve Lukather brother, they're good friends. And I wonder if they became good friends working on the Michael Jackson Thriller album because they both worked on that.
That could be.
Could be. I don't know.
Could
Just a
be,
little
my
nugget
man.
there. So,
Yeah. Ooh.
anyway, so he's gonna go there. It says Alex is looking into AI to analyze unfinished work. So I don't
Ooh.
know if he's gonna have the AI take it to where AI says it would go, listening to what's already there.
Wow.
I have no idea how that would work, but that's what they're looking into. And he's talking to the folks at Chat GPT, he's going right to the source.
Right to
So
wow,
yeah,
very
so
cool. Wow. Well,
but
we'll see what happens. If they've got some good music in there, yeah, let it out. You don't need the money, just let it out. Put it out on the internet
but
or
there's a
something.
quote in there somewhere, something like Lukather's the only guy that could do it,
Yeah. Oh,
or
that's
they would
cool.
want to do it, or that he would want something along those lines. So yeah, if they got the project, they want to do it. If there's something worth doing, I mean, I guess we'll find out someday when it'll come out. But
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Luther himself, of course, he's working with a Toto's tour. Toto's going to be doing a tour. Are they coming around? I haven't heard. I don't think so yet.
no, I haven't heard.
Okay.
Yes,
With
I
Men at
want to
Work and
say
Christopher Cross.
yes. I know Christopher Cross. Yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
Men at Work. Wow. Stay in Australia. Thank you very much, if you
The
will.
land down under with your
Yeah.
Vegemite sandwich, or whatever the hell that is.
Oh, they sell Vegemite up here, but I refuse to try some kind of
Oh,
weird
really?
ass
I've never
foreign.
come
But
across it, man. That's
no,
yeah,
I've seen it. I believe they got it at Wally World.
really.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
looked for it, but
Or if
yeah.
not Wally World, it'll be at Aldi's because Aldi's tries to be international all the time and shit. So they would be the ones that have crap like that. They have fucking really, really kangaroo poo. You know. Oh, jeez. In
Fucking
any, yeah.
koala shit, man.
Yeah. Well, here's an odd, weird little bizarre story. The boys of Tool. There they are. Oh, good old Tool, Yeah, they, get rid of the cameras on the shows and whatnot and all this crap. Well, good grief. They screwed up, man. Metal Injection is the website and headline. There's a class action lawsuit against Tool over their festival performances. Holy smokums. So yeah, apparently plenty of Tool fans felt cheated over Tool's recent Live in the Sand festival performances. Tool promised fans 2 unique sets on different nights, but only delivered 1 unique set and then a second set half full of repeats. Hence the booing and that one guy giving them the finger. Now it seems
And there's
things.
someone guy reading that article. That was me. That was me, man.
I was
I gave
giving
him
him
the
the
finger.
finger, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear the same song. Now it seems things are being taken one step beyond, or further, as the article says, as lawyer and live in the sand attendee Stasio French Rusek is considering filing a class action lawsuit against the band. Personally, I had seen some screenshots of a post about a lawsuit floating around, so I decided to call Rusek's firm and confirm. Yeah, it's real. Rusek has spoken to Metal Hammer saying the lawsuit would be against the promoters of Live in the
Right.
Sand over the phrasing of the advertising. These were my 27th and 28th Tool shows. They were a palpable sense of betrayal in the air as the show began the second night, and it lingered throughout the remainder of the weekend. You poor people. What it boils down to is that purchasers of the festival package were promised 2 unique sets by Tool. While the comments on these posts argue about what unique means, the reality is the opportunity to see Tool play 2 unique sets, i.e., no repeats, was the determining factor for most attendees to pull the trigger on spending thousands of dollars to attend. There's a lawyer for you, boy. I tell you, geez. Well, number one, you're stupid enough to go. I don't know. What do you think, Doc? I talked it up.
Yeah, the set was only like 9 songs. I think one night was 9 songs and one night was 10 songs.
Well, they're like
And,
10-minute songs, though. So.
And they redid like half of them. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're good long songs though. I'm sure it's still full show, but they did like half of them. They did the same because they were unaware. This is all the promoter how they were promoting it. So the band themselves, Maynard and the boys,
Oh,
they're
wow.
totally unaware. They're oblivious. They're just going out there thinking it's 2 different. As a matter of fact, at one point during the show, he says, "Hey, was anybody else here last night?" Thinking, not knowing everybody else was here last night. That's what we
flipping in the bird.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
wow.
So yeah, they were totally unaware. So I don't know. It seems to me like the lawsuit would be just for the promoters. But yeah, there was a sign outside the hotel room. Fuck Maynard James Keenan.
Oh,
It's like
geez.
this that
Okay.
entitled generation, man.
Okay. Tell it to
I'd
his
be kind of
face.
bummed out, hearing the
Yeah.
same songs 2 nights in a row. But
Oh well.
if it's half the set, it's not that bad. I mean, it's like you heard some. I don't know. I wouldn't freak out about it.
Gosh, how many people really? Number one, tell it to his face, and let him twist you into a freaking pretzel.
Throw some Brazilian jiu-jitsu on your
BJJ on your ass. But really, yeah. Gosh, but I don't know. Number one, don't spend thousands of dollars on these goofy ass retreats. So this is like a fire festival super light. Nobody got really hurt, but their feelings got hurt. And, spend thousands of dollars. Spend thousands of dollars to see a concert. I'm sorry. Jeez.
You know what? I mean, honestly, you're right. You're spending that kind of money. There's a number of things that could go wrong or, lessen your experience, and you're putting up that kind of money. I would want it to be perfect. And the odds of it being perfect probably not going to happen, man. So,
No. So, there you go. Tool. What the, and geez, like Fear Inoculum. They repeated that one, and Rosetta Stone repeated that one. Numa repeated that one, and Zombie. And everybody's freaked out. So it is what it is, man. Wow. And let me see. Oh yeah, they're still down there. Yeah, they still got stuff going on in Guadalajara, Buenos Aires, Santiago, Bogota, and
Yeah,
Sao
this is that fest
Paulo.
that they had, right? They were the big draw of the fest. What
Yeah,
was it? The Live in
yeah.
the Sand Festival, yeah, down in Dominican Republic, I think, right?
I
As
believe
in the
so.
DR, as the kids say.
Ah, the kids. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The big dummies. Oh, we got before we break. We got to get to this. These jerks. I tell you what. Where's the picture? Oh, this is classic. There it is, right there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, oh my gosh, that's like the building on Lethal Weapon 4 when the builders, they set fire to the building's building. No, 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 that's a different tragedy. That's just disturbs a stage set right there. These guys, we yeah, we saw them a couple of years ago, and everything was going just fine. And then he started sapping out on this mental health crap, and I'm sorry, remember that?
Oh
Because
God, how could
they
I
did that
forget, man?
fake break.
I'm still
That I'm sorry.
have
I'm just
flashbacks of it.
you know unless you've danced on the razor's edge between life and death, shut the fuck up. And I have, dude. So shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, I was right there, brother. But and they, and we talked about the how the pyrotechnics on this very festival we saw him at. The pyrotechnics had set off the fire sprinkler sets
Sprinkler system on
and other
several arenas, yeah,
and
like down
doused
in
them and
Houston,
doused them.
yeah, a few places, yeah.
and
And then when
and
we saw them, we saw why. It was like they were
oh
trying to, they were
yeah,
pushing it. They were
oh,
definitely pushing it.
it was most impressive as you look at it in terms of the things they were moving around and the fire and all that stuff. But we said, yeah, we can understand now. Well, they stepped on it this time, pal. They really they disturbed. They played a March March 8th show at the United Center in good old Chicago,
Good old
or
UC.
Chi Town, as those who don't live here call it. But yeah, they had the same. They had the. You can see behind me. Those are the pyrotechnics that were on the show. And according to the report from the grand old lady Chicago Tribune, disturbs flames damaged the banners commemorating the Chicago Bulls' 6 NBA championships, which will no longer be displayed for the rest of the season. Boy, you know,
Boo.
boo, boo,
They're
boy.
Chicago guys too,
I
Disturbed. They're
know.
from the area,
I
man.
know. All six
Yeah.
banners suffered, quote, significant heat damage that warped their bottom halves. And, they were legendary years
I
of
can't go around with a
91.
warped bottom half, man. Yes, that's bad
Oh,
news, man.
legendary years. I remember them well. 91, 2, 3, 96, 97, 98. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it says a quote here: United Center is currently working with the Bulls to explore options to repair these banners. Just replace the damn things for Christ's sakes. They're not sacred. Well, they probably are sacred, the actual banners. While these banners will not be in place for the remainder of the season, we do anticipate them being back in place next season. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Number one, you shouldn't have fire inside anyway. I don't care what the hell's going on. Damn it, I'm going to be talking about Fire Marshal Bill right now. Yeah. Fire Marshal Bill says, "Don't have flames in an enclosed building, you dopes." Gosh Almighty,
With 18,000 people, yeah.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. It really enough with the fire. Who do they think they are, Rammstein or something? But the
And
fire.
dude, I don't know how often you've been there, but I've been to UC more than a few times, and those banners are way up there, man.
They're
They
up in
are
the
way,
rafters.
way, way up there.
So yeah.
And
So you
yeah,
imagine the flame. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have the flames licking the ceiling. Oh yeah, no problem there.
and from
I'm
what I
sorry.
understand, anything that's totally on the pyro guy. There's a lead pyro
Oh yeah.
guy, and he's got full, power over everything. He can have anybody leave just on his say so. You're a danger or whatever, leave. I mean, he's like the Pope, man. He's like, he's got full control. So,
So he's the
you know,
one that the
they're-
Bulls are gonna say, "Pony up, pal, you
yeah,
jerk, tough
yeah.
guy." Oh, Mister
Well, I'm sure
Fire,
it's gonna go
Mister.
through him, the band, the promoters, probably who knows? I mean, but you know,
Oh
and who
no,
knows if they'll? I mean, they'll maybe even themselves. I mean, a lot of times the venue too, but you can't sue yourself. So, but we'll see.
oh, yeah.
We'll see, man. Yeah.
Just the fact that yeah, inside all these huge. Look at that crap. Yeah, no, nothing can go wrong. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
they have their song called "Into the Fire," "Inside the Fire," whatever, and that's their big, the big fire moment, where they have all the and yeah, we were there. We saw not this particular setup they have, but yeah, they definitely pushed the bounds of safety
Oh,
on the
well,
pyro, man.
speaking of fire, Doc, had another problem, another incident with oh my gosh, one of my less favorite bands anymore, just because I got tired of hearing their songs constantly. That Journey, and they had a well, oh hey, let me. They had the Journey concert in Houston was cut short by electrical fire. Apparently, the fire under the drum kit. I got a picture of it right there. It is right there. Yeah, big fire. That's probably an AI picture, but I had to emphasize the fire started under the drummer's trap kit. Boom, under the drum riser, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was 5 songs into the gig. So and Doc, this is odd. Journey had just launched into the group's classic song, Don't Stop Believing, at Rodeo Houston at NRG Stadium when the sound suddenly stopped. That's one of their big hits. What the, you know,
That's the biggest hit. We reported that was the biggest song of all time. They remember they had
wow.
that, and they're doing that fifth. That's your
What
fault,
the hell?
man. What are you
At a
doing that in the middle of a
rodeo?
set for, man?
At a freaking rodeo? What the? Hey, we got the DeKalb County Fair here well, I'm
All
not gonna
right.
tell you where I live, but we live in DeKalb County here. We got a fair. If Journey, if you want to stop by and do a gig, we could probably, probably fill the arena there. I imagine at the DeKalb County Fair. But sure enough, yeah, yeah. The members of Journey left the stage, and several people holding fire extinguishers were seen inspecting the area around the drums. A short time later, an announcer came on and said the concert had been canceled because of an electrical fire. I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign from God. Honestly, I think God's telling Journey, I've had enough of your crap. I had enough of all the BS on stage between Ariel and you cats and people are tired of you listening to your shit. And I imagine they started out with what was separate "Don't Stop Believing" or whatever. They
Well, that was
probably
what they were doing. That was their fifth song.
so
So,
they
yeah,
probably
yeah.
started out with separate ways. And it's like the good Lord said, I really the earth doesn't need any more of this. So I'll just start a little fire under the drum kit, let them know, hey, it's fire down below. Maybe you should
I
stop
think it
and
was Arnell. I think it was Arnell Pineda, the singer, man. He's like,
I've
I gotta get out of here. He's been trying everything. They kicked me out of the band. He's been trying everything, man. So he gonna start this. So
but boy, oh boy, all these fire, what the hell? There's a lot of fire going on. But yeah, Journey, geez, I'm sure everything will be fine. The thing was on the actual power cables, I guess, were running under the drum riser. What the hell you do got the drum riser over power cables? But I'm no roadie, so what the hell do I know? But you know, good job, Journey. Just maybe take the hint. Take the hint from the big guy. He's just giving you a little push in the right direction, and that's all I got to
either
say.
God or Arnell, one of them.
Got her, yeah, Arnell. I think Arnell's had enough. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Well, moving on here. There they are. There's Sabbath behind us, of course. Can't be without Sabbath news, considering the train wreck that's coming our way in early July, which is Black Sabbath's final concert.
Come on, be a little more optimistic there, Murph. It's gonna be
Oh,
a
I know. He's full of energy and vip and vigor. Yes, indeed. But anyway, Zach Wild, he says it's going to be special for him to be participating in the farewell concert in Birmingham, of course, in Birmingham in the UK on July 5th. I actually got a gig that night. Oh, I won't be able to watch it live. I actually got a gig. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, back to the beginning, but yeah, and of course it sold out in less than 10 minutes, apparently. And then after it sold out, they mentioned that, well, Ozzy ain't gonna really be doing, he'll probably be mumbling through a few things, but that's pretty much it. But of course, the original lineup coming back and performances by a whole bunch of people. Everybody's going to be playing Black Sabbath songs. Did we mention that last show?
They mentioned that Tom Morello was gonna be the musical director, and they mentioned, that he was gonna be, kinda determining who's playing what, and we
Right.
talked about, well, who's he to say what they're doing? But now, yeah, that makes total sense.
They're
Obviously, they
all going to
can't
be playing Black Sabbath songs
yeah,
the whole concert, which actually could be pretty cool because you'll have some pretty ass kicking bands doing their interpretations of Black
yeah,
Sabbath songs without having to hear Ozzy sing them. I think it'll be fabulous that part of it anyway. You know, letting all these bands fire it up. Oh, it
right?
could be great. It could be that part could be great until the mighty Oz, comes out of his cocoon, if you will, his old age cocoon. I'm sorry, but getting back to it though, Zach, he's all pumped and he says, "Oh well, yeah." No, I should give him a low Southern voice. Well, yeah, it's going to be awesome. The game plan is let's hope that this is what happens. I mean, you always got to stay on the bright side of life. Ha ha ha! The laughs, because Oz was singing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. He was doing "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
No, he wasn't.
Because Jelly Roll wasn't there when we did the sound check the day before. Yeah, that is total crap. He just said what he did.
Oh,
He
he's
did.
saying it's a sound check. Okay, well, that's
Oh, yeah, holy cow! And Oz was sitting in the chair and he was singing "Mama, I'm Coming Home." It sounded great. So hopefully we'll just do
I
this.
doubt
And
that.
listen to this though. This is the kicker. So hopefully we'll just do this, and then Oz will go, let's just fire up the machine again and we'll do another tour. You know what I mean? With Oz and his throne that just flies over the stadium or whatever, shoots out buckets of water and does everything like that. So, yeah, if Oz has a great time, whatever, and it's just like, I want to go out on the road again, it's just like, good, let's do it again. Shut up, Zach
Fucking
Wild.
Zach's hitting the fucking shrooms or
Yeah,
something, man.
he's
He's
hitting
fucking
something, you know. If he's a Christian man, he should know better than that. Because he posts every Sunday. He posts a picture of himself standing before a big cross. And you know. But come on, don't do that. That's just sad. I doubt if Oz can do a whole song. You know, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So GBD creepers. I don't know. And then he brings up Keith Richards. Let's do it again. I mean, what else is he going to do? It's like Keith Richards said. He was asked, when are you going to retire? He goes, retire from what? If you like reading a book and you're having a coffee, it's like, but Ozzy can't, it's not that anymore. So I don't know. I think it's going to be great. We're going to see some great videos of bands doing Sabbath songs from that concert. That's going to be magnificent. But and then it turns from magnificence to, I'm sure, freaking train wreck from hell. How? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see I don't see it doing well. But him doing well. But whatever. Whatever. What do you think, Doc?
oh, we've talked about it. Every week seems to be another little dribble of information coming in, and we'll keep you informed. But yeah. Oh, one other thing. Alex and Getty of Rush were asked to join the event,
They were.
and yeah, they declined.
They
They said
did.
they
Oh,
had something going on. Which one do they got going on? Honestly, what?
I'm sorry. The mighty members of Rush. No, we're not going to do a Sabbath song. No. No, I'm sure they said, no, I'm sorry. Go do your Sabbath. We're freaking Rush, for Christ's sakes. We're Rush.
Right?
We do Rush. They probably wouldn't even, well, they said they thought about it, but then they turned it down. They probably, once they realized that they'd have to play something besides their song, they probably said, no, no, have fun, English brothers, and sound, but no, no, no. So I don't know. I think it's crazy. But and then Zach says, no, Zach, this is great. Zach says, considering all the bands that are on this thing and everything's going to be playing Sabbath songs, it's going to be pretty mind blowing. It's going to be pretty awesome. And then to see Oz get up there and do a song with them, and then watch Sabbath play, I think for all the bands that are going to be there because it wasn't Sabbath, blah blah, none of us would. They're basically saying you're going to do one song. I mean, what? What the hell? That's sort of cryptic. Cryptic. That's right. I said it, Doc. Cryptic. Yeah. And see Oz get up there and do a song with them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I can't wait for the train wreck. Although I'll be gigging at the
Yeah, at this
elevator.
point, it's just a matter of seeing. It's got to be, available to the masses. It can't be just to the folks there in the stadium. It's got to be either stream live or there's going to be a full theatrical release or some way we're going to be able to see it. So I hope
Yeah,
it's streamed live so we can see it, kind of
that'd be
unedited
great.
as it unfolds. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. This creep. Not only do I hate the band, I mean, look at Anthony Kiedis. This 61-year-old
Dude, we just
taking
talked about him last week with Racky calling him out, and now this
19-year-old.
comes out. Yeah, 61 years old, a 19-year-old.
What do you think, man?
That's granddaughter age, man. When you're 61, man, not just daughter, granddaughter, man.
Jeez, no wonder I hate these guys so much. Jeez, that is, uh, boy, yeah,
That
and
reveals some psychological shit. He's got some, you know what I mean? There's some stunted maturity or something. I don't know, man.
well,
But
and then some of these comments. Oh my gosh, I think the first one is actually from my nephew. He says at least he has a easily identifiable pedo mustache. Then another guy here, I bet he's on Epstein's list. Another guy, these dudes have sick minds. This is a problem. Boy, just yeah, not a lot of people. Even DiCaprio is like, dude, she's a kid. Oh gosh, where's Chris Hansen when
well,
you need him?
he's from the LA. That's like the culture, man. He's just been in that his whole life, man, around that culture. And
That is
what was it? He
really.
lost his virginity at a super young age. Cher babysit him. He saw Cher naked babysitting him or something.
God,
Something I don't know. So he's
what
been
a
exposed
bunch
to
of
kind of some stuff,
creeps.
his whole life. But dude, you're 61 years
God,
old, man. That's a year on
61.
me, man. I couldn't believe dating a
Oh my
19-year-old.
God. Oh,
What would you
oh,
even
oh,
talk about?
oh. That I'm sorry. No, that really what oh well, good riddance. No wonder why I hate that band so much. I knew there was a really definite reason, and I found it, man. That's enough to really hate him forever. Forever. Get
Well,
off
like you
my
said,
screen.
Racky called him out on it last week, so he's had a history of this, and now he had the what was Ione Sky when she was 16, and
Oh
she
gosh.
ended up getting knocked up, impregnated, and
Impregnated,
aborted
yeah,
the
yeah.
baby. And
Oh
as I let
jeez.
everybody know, Ione Sky is the daughter of Donovan.
Well,
Classic 60s
let's
folk.
let's move on to someone we can have some faith in for crying out loud. Oh, there he is, Wes Scanlon. Oh, hi Wes. How you doing?
Another
Oh,
one
what's
we
I
just
doing?
talked about, man. We
Yeah, we
just
talked about
talked
him
about this
last week
guy.
on how he's out of his freaking mind and did that horrible gig and was all methed out and shit. And
Said his
now,
bass player roofied him. Yeah.
according to the good people at TMZ, Wes Galen's he was arrested earlier this week after allegedly getting into a physical altercation with his girlfriend. He was arrested at 4:01 in the morning. Jeez. You should be asleep at 4:01 in the morning, man. And it booked at 5:12. He was charged with felony, domestic violence, and possession of a controlled substance. And he's in the jail with a bail of $90,000. So, and I go back and again, I read some of the comments, and a lot of the comments are, they're sad. Really, they hope he finally gets the help, which he obviously needs. He can't self medicate, man. He needs real medication. That's what the first the item says here. And we're too old for this shit now. And they're right. Yeah, come on, man. You know,
Yeah,
you're
he's
gonna
what,
you're gonna end up
54, I
dead.
think they said last week.
And
Yeah.
what's sad? He probably probably hasn't made a retirement for himself. Usually second-rate musicians, if they're lucky, they can save up enough so that they can actually retire. But I'm willing to bet he's broke as
No.
shit.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be broke
So,
as shit.
oh God Almighty, what a shame! What a freaking shame, man. Can you look that up on your phone?
Yeah, let's see what the
What-
Google machine says. Oh, Wes Scantlin's
Oh
worth here.
gosh. And where are the people around him? Doesn't he have anybody around him to rein his ass
How much
in?
is Wes
Jeez.
Scantlin worth?
Yeah, man. How is nobody in this guy's life stepping up and holding the guy
Five
accountable and
hundred
having to
thousand, 500,000.
yeah. Well, boom. He has needed help for at least 5 years now. And I don't know the guy personally or anything, but certainly sucks just watching him slowly ruin his life, one bad decision or meltdown at a time. And it's true. He could have had a good he could have had a good career. He wouldn't have been one of the mega stars, but he could have had a really solid career if he'd have just
Yeah.
kept it kept his shit together. God. But usually, a lot of the musicians, they're basically people that are out of their minds. That's why they write great lyrics and great songs and stuff. And I'm not saying
Well,
he
he just
wrote,
sounds just like Cobain. That was his whole,
yeah,
Gravy
and
Train or whatever. And yeah, he had some good songs. And,
and
two,
he
three
could have
really
he
pretty
could
good
have made
songs.
a career, play
Yeah.
even if you're playing county fairs, you're getting a paycheck,
Right, right,
But
right, right. It's
Jiminy
better than
Creepers,
running a punch
like
press or something,
Journey,
man.
the note to Journey, to Cobb County Fair. Come on, bring it on. Oh,
Whenever we bring up this guy, I always bring out the big list of all his indiscretions and arrests and so forth. But we just did that last week. I'm not gonna do it again.
oh
But
yeah,
this is just another one.
he's way
This
out
guy's
of
got
his mind.
a list. We talks for 10 minutes of all his past arrests and stuff. So,
Yeah. Okay, but moving
how
on.
can you be?
Uh,
How can you be dating this guy? You
Yeah,
got to know
well,
what to
yeah.
kind of expect if you're dating this guy.
Unless
I
you're
mean,
the
well,
same
I'm
way,
sure,
unless
yeah, yeah, right. It's a chick just kind of thrives on the
addicts
drama. Yeah,
addicts join
yeah,
together and work off each
yeah,
other, So it could be that. I hope
yeah.
not. But gee, many creepers. Yeah, yeah, he's in a puddle of mud now. Come on. Gee, many creepers. Moving on to another guy who really just, whatever. And where is he right there? I'm not even gonna put no. There's the the video still from Peter Gabriel's video Sledgehammer. That's right, Sledgehammer. Then we go to I'm not gonna show his face. Kid Rock, Kid Schlock, Kid Rock from Whiskey Riff. Like the good people at Whiskey Riff. I like them. They give me a lot of good stuff. Headline: Kid Rock owns the sledgehammer that was used to break into Osama bin Laden's bedroom. Ay, caramba, Kid Rock. Yeah, and I guess it's cool. But if you all remember, Rob O'Neill was the guy who blew bin Laden's head off. Navy SEAL, man, badass. And yeah, they broke into the bedroom, and he had his hands on his wife's shoulders. He was not surrendering. He was sort of moving, and just based on the level of threat of him not surrendering and the likelihood of him having a vest, I engaged him. I like how I engaged him. Yeah, I shot that ass twice in the head. He fell to the floor, and I shot him one more time just to make sure. I killed his ass. But apparently, he was over at Kid Rock's house, and Kid Rock had the lyrics of his one of his songs, which was "Born Free." He had the lyrics of "Born Free" up on his wall, framed, and they made a deal. I like them lyrics. I'll tell you what, give me the lyrics. I can give you this here sledgehammer. I
I don't
used
even
to.
think it was like that. I think it was just both of them were just genuine gifts. He saw it, and Kid Rock just said, "Well, you can have it."
Well,
And
let me see
then
here.
later he says, "Well, here, I got something for you."
Oh yeah, okay,
Uh,
right. You are. Yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm giving you something. I'm giving you the sledgehammer I went through Bin Laden's house with. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Whatever. Kid Rock. He's just an F bomb machine. That just annoys me. I'm sorry. trying
Oh,
to
I don't know.
be
I thought it was a
Mr.
pretty
America.
interesting
Well,
story. Well, yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
know, kind of.
I just don't like the man himself. He's trying to be Mr. American, and well, Mr. American don't need to go around throwing f bombs. So I don't know why that bugs me so much, but it does. It should be considered.
And every picture's giving the finger, and yeah, it's always
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah,
you out there who's looking at my picture, f you.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
And bands do that a lot too. They'll throw you
yeah,
a fake. Well, f you right back, jerks. What the what? I don't know. Oh, we're being cool. Yeah, yeah. Get
yeah.
on our vests and our leather and shit. Nah, jerkwads. But any case, yeah, there's Kid Schlock, Jiminy Creepers. So, boy, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's profanity all over this article, so we'll leave it at there. But hey, pretty solid show. A lot of crazy stuff happening now that spring is here. All the wackos are coming out of the woodwork, and we're happy to engage them here on the Rock and Roll Geezer show. So be sure to where is my screen here? Be sure to give a like and subscribe and watch and all that good stuff. And we'll see you again next week, the same stuff. Why don't you take it home there, Dr. Rooney?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I told you it was going to be a solid show, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be going. So, yeah, thanks for everybody for checking it out. Always appreciate it. And yeah, share, let the friend know about us, whatever. There's an audience out there somewhere. I know. You know the right kind of people to tell. But yeah, do whatever you can to like and comment and feed the almighty algorithm. And we'll be here next Monday and we'll talk about all that stuff that comes up this week. And hope you will be here with us. Till then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.